There is a welding instructor shortage. And you see that puzzled look on my face, fam, because I literally didn't know that. I didn't know that welding instructors, welding educators was a big need, like it is getting welders into the field. And I'm gonna be honest with you, fam. Um, I just didn't really put a lot of focus on why I guess there's a big need. But normally the ratio is like 20 to 1. So, where the max ratio is 20 to 1. But in Texas, I figured out that there is an extreme need for welding instructors. Now, when it comes to just being an instructor, you have to be someone the people can relate to. You have to be someone they feel comfortable around, someone who can relay the message and not only just weld. So I found out in Texas there is a lot of good welders as far as on the pipeline and things like that and what they're doing there. There's a lot of good welders there, but there's not a lot of good instructors or people who have been doing it, but they haven't been doing it for like testing purposes to actually be AWS certified. So they can weld, but they can't weld good enough to pass a test, or some can weld, but they're not good instructors. So we have a dilemma, family. We have a dilemma. And this is something that I literally did not know. I'm only addressing it now because when I was told this information, I was told that there was a extreme need of welders. And I was told out of 100 welders, 102 welders, only two passed their test. Two welders, family, passed their instructor test. And now, I'm not going to say that it was based on just skills alone. Like I say, it's based on um, how you can communicate with the students, your background, and etc. A few different things. But there is a shortage, fam. So it all depends on where you want to go in the country and what you want to do. And I'm gonna tell you what I figured out, what I've been seeing. A lot of the schools, like high schools and things like that, they don't require you to take a well test or be certified like a college or a private facility. A lot of the private facilities want you to at least be certified in what you are teaching. So a lot of times, you get some of these instructors that's a little older. They're not in practice. They're not doing it all the time, but they know how to teach it. They know how to see issues. They know how to motivate the students. So what I noticed, fam, is there's a need, but then there's also a lot of restrictions. So for those who don't know, like I say, for those who are diving into the field and they want to be instructors, it's a few things you have to keep in mind. You got to keep in mind your age, most definitely how old you are as far as what you can do, your health. Uh, can you still weld? Can you still, do a test? And like I say, a lot of places don't require you to, but some places I'm starting to see. A lot of places require you to, some places don't. But it was ironic how these people would tell me that they had that many people come in to be instructors and they only found two suitable candidates. Um, it was mind blowing. You see how my face looked, and I was like, only two out of 100, But it's like I say, fam, there's different things that plays involved in that, and a lot of it have to be with your communication and your skill set. I was saying earlier, I did like a short video, and I was talking about how you're going to get called out for your actions. You know, you've been saying, hey man, this is what I do. Where you're gonna be called, and one day you're gonna have to show your actions. You're gonna have to show, yeah, this is what I'm about. And I just want to say that, you know, this is 2024, fam. This is 2024, but we know that laws and policies are different in every state. I just want to throw that out there. Traveling allowed me to realize one fact. Every state we go to, family, is literally like its own individual country. Every state is like its own individual country. So when you go from one state to another, you might see that this state is a lot lenient when it comes to this versus that state. And then you might go over here and say they do stuff over there that no one does. You know, so it's all about finding where you want to lay your head at being a welding instructor. I've been seeing them all throughout the country though, from the East Coast, southern states, out west, California, Nevada, Phoenix. I didn't see some in Colorado. Like they got a lot of, and I actually seen one today for the first time. I seen one in Kansas City. That was a newer one. I don't know if it was for a college or not, but I just seen the Kansas City on there, and there's a lot of opportunities out right now. And the main thing is, from what I have experienced, is a lot of times, fam, you have to meet a certain, you know how when you go into an environment, they look for a certain fit. You know what I mean? So sometimes if you may be a little different, a little cultured, and you go into this environment and you see what's going on, that might not be the fit for you. So I'm just saying that what I have noticed is that, you know, when you go into be certain instructors in certain place, you know, it's a certain fit, a certain look, so to speak. Salute, salute. Thanks for checking in. I accept that one. I accept that one. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for checking in. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I mess with Jack. I mess with old Jack. Jack, all right. But back to the topic. There is a few things that I want you to keep in mind when you shopping around. Ask all the questions, pay questions, shift questions, requirements, testing, and I have just noticed that a lot of them will, from what I have seen, some companies are a little unrealistic with their hiring approach. From what I have seen, they want a lot out of you, like they want you to do a whole lot for a little. So keep that in mind, fam. So if in the introduction, if you feel like um, they want more from you than they willing to give, then that's what it is. So I just want to throw that out there because a lot of times, you know, a lot of places want you to fit a certain mold. And if you don't fit their mold, it's not going to be a good fit. But I do want to say this though, fam. There's a lot of opportunities out here right now. We just have to figure out how we want to approach them. Like you're gonna have to switch up some things or maybe move to the right area. You know, I always say traveling, family, is where it's at. Even when doing your life, like even when creating a career or starting a business, I have noticed that, and this is just in certain areas, you might have the greatest idea, but it might not work where you at. Like it can be a great idea, but where you are located at, that idea just cannot get off the ground. That happens. That's a reality too, fam. I see it all the time. And I just wanted to say that don't be afraid to relocate yourself to create this good opportunity and speak up. So when you go into these interviews or you are um, going into these new areas, most definitely speak up. You know, I have seen a lot of people who will allow themselves to be put in a situation and then later they be like, man, I really didn't like this. Like, man, why you didn't say nothing then? So always be willing to speak up for yourself, fam, because you know the old folks used to say a closed mouth don't get fed. I'm located in Little Rock, Arkansas right now, but I'm nationwide. I told somebody today I'm domestic and internationally known. Salute, salute. Thanks for checking in, fam. Oh, salute, salute, fam. It's never too late to get into it. One tip I can give you is gap, angle, and travel speed. Those three things, fam, is going to tie in no matter what position or welding process you are learning. Be patient, be an open sponge. A lot of times I've noticed when a lot of older people get into the trade, we tend to throw what we know into it, try to add. I would say come in it with a clean slate. If you got a good instructor, it's a plus, but also do some homework on your own. There's a lot of great YouTube videos from start to finish. Just do your own research, but be an open sponge. That's the best thing I can tell anyone that's older is because I have seen that some people come in when they're of age and they want to implement what they know and they don't know anything about welding, and it causes some conflict because they want to teach the instructor and it don't work like this. So I would say just be humble, fam, be an open sponge, and allow the information to resonate. Salute, salute. Thanks for checking in, fam. Thanks for checking in. But like I say, fam, there are a lot of opportunities out there right now. And for those who are looking for some, you just have to be willing to relocate. Um, Here lately, I have been trying to regroup and do a couple things. And I'm just seeing, like, I'm starting to see the reality of a few areas. You have to be. I was thinking this morning. There's an old saying that says the person who looks in the mirror and walk off and forgets about what they look like is unstable and double-minded in all their ways. So we have to be honest with ourselves when we're facing these different jobs and say, hey, this is who I am. Can I do it? And know who you are, fam. I like to say that because don't be unrealistic. And just because the door didn't open for you doesn't mean that you're not qualified. So sometimes, like I say, certain systems, they want a certain type of individual. So when you're doing these job searches and you're looking around, look at that. And also if you're trying to start a business. So I'm in Little Rock, Arkansas. Like I say, I teach privately, and I was at a school, and I actually could get a couple things off the ground here. But here, fam, what I have noticed that business wise, certain things being private independently here is like pulling teeth. I'll relocate somewhere else. It was a whole lot easier process. So I'm gonna say, it all depends on where you at, but there's opportunities out there, and there's also a big need for education. That's a big need for education. Everywhere I'm looking right now, everybody is involved in education. When I went to the Skills USA in Atlanta, it was all about education. It was all about trades. It was all about um, passing the trade down, passing that torch down. And so I just want to say right now, from what I'm seeing, there are opportunities, but they are random in different spots, different states. So you might have to, pack up and move around. But a lot of times that's be the best thing for you because sometimes you can be in an area, fam. Like I say, it is just not working for you. Like I say, being here for me, like being in Little Rock right now, I have helped a lot of people, but when it comes to getting certain things established here, it's kind of hard to get things established. So that's why I'm actually moving around. So I should be out of here soon, fam. I've been working on a couple different things, and Had to go back to the drawing board one time. You know how they say when things isn't going the way you want to, it's okay. Go back to the drawing board and figure it out. So there is a big shortage, and I just wanted to throw that out there because educators is a need, like for real, like someone that can motivate someone to learn the trade. I was telling someone that a good teacher, family, a good instructor doesn't teach a person how to do all the flips on a bike. Just say we teach the person how to ride the bike. And once they get the ideal and master riding the bike, the basics, the students, the one to start riding on the handlebars and doing flips and tricks and doing different cool stuff. And we can stand back and say, man, boy, I taught him and he did that, but we didn't teach them that move. We just gave them the basics, fam, and they went on with it. But that's what it's all about to me. I think that we forget that if you will lead a person in the right direction, they'll do everything else as long as they got all the information they need. As long as you got the proper instructions and the guidance, fam, I honestly think you'll be okay. But you have to have an open mind. You know, like I was telling the gentleman, I had taught some older people, and it's never too late as long as you're physically capable to do it. But I had just noticed teaching some older people, they tend to throw their pride in the way or what they know or think they know in a situation. And a few times I done had to, pull their coattails and just walk off from them and say, hey man, evidently you know what you're doing better than I do, so I'm gonna let you do that until you're ready to listen to me. And walk off from them, man, because I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean? So that happens. That happens sometimes. And a lot of people will be humble and come back and be like, yeah, you're right. So I have taught people, fam, where I'm not the person, I'm gonna say I don't sugarcoat things, so I'm not like, I don't say things sweet. People, man, you hurt my feelings. Man, forget your feelings. I tell people that quick, forget your feelings. Feelings is like the weather, they change. You be all right, you ain't gonna feel the same way in here in a minute. That's what a feeling is, fam, because we'll have an emotional feeling and we'll let a feeling jeopardize everything because you in your feelings right now. Ain't nothing in your feelings, fam. I like to tell people, get out your feelings, fam. Ain't nothing in there but darkness and depression. Get out your feelings, fam. You know what I mean? So even though, like I said, I have had things happen, always try to just knock the dirt off my shoulder and keep it on moving. Like I said, I'm going through some changes now. Like I said, I'm in Little Rock, but I'm trying to relocate, and things are in the air right now. You know what I mean? But I know one thing for sure, that as long as you're consistent and you keep knocking on doors, fam, doors gonna open. Like I say, as long as you're good at what you do, you're always gonna have an opportunity. You might just have to move around though, keep that in mind because you might have to move around. So I just want to say that there are great opportunities out, not just for welding instructors, but welders period, but you might have to move around to get those opportunities. So don't get stagnated and feel like, I'm gonna make it happen here. You might have to move around and make it happen, fam. Salute. Glad I can help you, family. Glad I can help you. It all depends on your experience, family. Like I say, I would say, if you feel confident, you most definitely can get a lot more on the job. But if you're in a good facility where you can learn more, I say keep learning until you're ready. But a lot of times you can have enough and get the rest of the experience on the job. It all depends your situation. Everybody got a different situation. Yeah, that's the best thing I can tell you, fam, is to it all depends on your situation. If you need the money right now, I get it. We got to do what we got to do. If you can wait, I would keep learning. Keep learning. Get it where you know you got it, fam. I always tell people, don't get caught up and say, hey man, I'm about to graduate. Don't worry about that, fam. Get caught up in the skill set. You know, I said it earlier today. If you get the skill set down, fam, it could be 20 years from now. You still know how to ride a bike. You get what I'm saying? So the main thing is learn the skill set, learn the ins and out, what not to do, cause, effect, different things like that, and master it. Master what you enjoy doing. Um, you know, I'm a combination of welder, but still there's certain things that I'm better at than others, and that's just what it is. But you can get it where you good at everything if you stay on top of all of those things. Salute, salute, thanks for checking in. What introduced me to welding? My mother did. My mother introduced me to welding, family, while I was in prison. I was actually 17 years old at the time when she came down to visitation and asked me one simple question. What do you think about welding? And family, I'm not gonna lie, that changed my life forever because that seed she planted, rest in love, my mom's gone now, but that seed she planted has been with me since then. I was 17 when she told me about it, and I'm 44 years old now. So I've been sticking with it, fam. You know how they say, if you train a child in the direction they should go, once they're old, they won't depart from it. And that's true, fam. If you give them some right guidance, they'll just grow in it. They might venture off and do some things, but they're always gonna come back to that first love, that first knowledge, and keep embellishing it. And I've been, like I say, I love the trade, fam. I really do. I enjoy teaching it. I enjoy helping people get jobs, seeing them change their lives. So I didn't realize how it was a part of me. Like, I didn't realize how she knew that welding was going to be like another arm for me. Salute, salute, most definitely, fam. Rest in love to mom, man. I actually went to see her several weeks ago. I went to the cemetery, to the graveyard, and I went out there and paid homage to her and a few of my aunts and family members out there. I think it's wise to go visit your family, fam. If you got people that you love or that you did love and they're no longer here, and you want someone to come see you, go see them. You want someone to come see you when you gone, go see them when they gone, fam. So I go out my way to make sure I go visit the dead. And I think that we all should do that because that's a destiny, fam. We all going there. Regardless if we, young or old or whatever, we all got a date. We all got a destiny, there. So I think that going there, paying homage, reflecting on life is vital for you. It keeps you humble, fam. It keeps you focused to know what you need to do in life because you can get sidetracked out here easy, fam. It's easy to get distracted. You know what I mean? It's easy to get caught up. Salute, salute. Well, fam, like I say, this evening, I really wanted to talk to you about the welding instructor shortage because I wasn't aware of it, and it was just ironic how they said they took over 100 welders that came in, and only 2 of them passed the test. It was just ironic. It was just ironic. But then again, like I say, some schools ask for more testing than others. Some schools want you to test like you are out there working in the field every day. They want you to be able to do it, even though you're not even going to be doing it like that, but they want you to test like that. You know what I mean? So every place is different. It was just ironic, fam. Like I say, I went out there, checked the facility out and seen it, and getting that information really, that planted a seed in me with some ideas actually. Like, wow, I didn't know that. So I wanted to do this video to address it because for those who are thinking about diving into it, hey, there is a need, depends on where you at in the country. And they got needs in every state, seem like it. Towns, there's a lot of different places they got opportunities that's trying to keep the careers alive, keep the workforce alive, keep things going. And then also, like I say, there's a lot of money out here too when it comes to starting your own. So like I say, I'm in Little Rock right now. I've been really up and down as far as about staying here. I've been trying to get out of here because things just like it's man, fam. I'm gonna swear. I tell you, certain places are like pulling teeth to get certain things done, and being here, it's been feeling like that. Fam. It's been feeling like I've been pulling teeth, and so I'm trying to get myself in a better situation to do business, to do what I love, to participate in my passion. But sometimes in the wrong place, fam, it can be like you pull a teeth. There's always a stigma or always something extra they want you to do. You know what I mean? So being here, fam, I ain't gonna lie, has been. I've had an opportunity to come home and help a lot of people, but it also has been a bittersweet for me. It's been real bittersweet. So I'm actually looking for opportunities to move around. Like I say, when it comes to business wise, I've been looking at other states. I've been checking out what they're doing, how to get started, what the ins and outs is, what they allow you to do, what they don't, how easy it is to start the business. Like it's a lot of things that plays a part. But like I say, my goal is to bring to get my welding school off the ground where I can actually bring it to different areas. So my end goal, fam, is to have actually several trucks that's taking welding schools to certain areas, so that way I can implement a fast track program, like an 80-hour program, and I can go into certain specific cities and teach them and get them up where they can get jobs. See, the thing is, they have many places that stretch out, but people are in a situation where they need a better situation within a few weeks, a month at least, you know what I mean? So when they're real hungry and they want it, family, you'd be surprised when a person can get how much they can learn if they're hungry, if they want to change their life. So 80 hours can be a whole lot to do a whole lot for you when you want it, when you really want to change your lives, fam. When it's especially when it's in manufacturing, construction, because those are two fields that's not real hard to get into, and you still can make some good money and you can grow. Like I say, the more you know, the more you grow, fam. So just keep that in mind. The main thing I would say is also, I wish I had a so show you this real quick. When it comes to doing overhead, there's a couple tricks that I've learned that can help a person. And it's all based on how they position the rod. Some people like to hold it like this, but then all the fire is right in front of you, you know, and kind of blind you in a way. I like to hold it like this, where I'm literally behind it. You see, I'm here. The tip of this is way up here, so the fire is falling here. And I'm behind it, and if I'm bringing it to me, if I'm dragging it to me, I can be able to see. So sometimes you got to step to the side on one side. If you just right in the middle, sometimes you can hit a blind spot. So I would just try different things, coming back, different sides. But I would most definitely try this. Try this. And that way, once you twist it a little bit with you pretty much got a 90. Pretty much got it straight up in here when you bring it to yourself. So it's all about how you hold the rod inside the gun. I think that'll be a great pointer. Try it a couple times, see how that works for you. I like it. I have taught some students how to do it. I had actually had shout out to Dawn. She was a black female, and she enjoyed the overhead welding. Once I showed her how to hold that rod and get it in there, oh, she had it. She understood that if I keep it tight, I ain't got a whole lot of sparks. And she got it, fam. You keep it tight, you don't have all of that. So that's just one tip. So I always say gap, angle, travel speed. Those are three things you can control at all times in every position. And if you stay conscious of those three things, it'll work out for you every time. Yes, I can, fam. Yes, I can. So I would just say try a couple different things and see what works for you. Um, it's all about you getting comfortable. Like I say, there's no such thing as you got to do it this way. Just do what works for you. I would say that. Do what works for you. I just want to throw out there for those who are looking for some recruitment jobs, recruitment opportunities. I do have a email list I've been creating that got recruiters on there that can help you in different states if you are looking for traveling welding jobs, ironworking jobs, fitting jobs. Hit me up on yourweldingcoach@gmail and I can forward that over to you. Just hit me up on yourweldingcoach@gmail. Just email me and I can forward you that over. Like I say, my goal is to create a list that can really, really help someone. And I don't want to have just a lot of things on there that's not going to help you. I want to have some people on there where you can get this list, and out of these several people, you can find an opportunity. So the main thing is, as long as you're willing to relocate, willing to pass the drug test, do the weld test. That's what most of them require. Show up, do the drug test, do the weld test. You pretty much in there because all of these things are traveling, being inside facilities, behind equipment. So they want to make sure that you're safe and can operate those things. Well, fam, I appreciate everybody for checking in. Like I say, I just wanted to go live and talk about that. There is a shortage, and if you're looking for an opportunity, fam, if one area, let me say this, it's not working out for you, don't be afraid to relocate, fam. Like I say, I'm in the process of doing that right now. I feel like I'm at the drawing board right now. And I had several things go on the last few weeks, fam. And you know how sometimes you just have to sit back and just watch everything like, okay, all right, I see what it is. Let me adjust myself so I can be able to keep going. Salute. Glad that could help you out, fam. Glad that could help you out. Like I say, fam, my goal is to leave this area. Right now, I'm here. I'm not gonna lie to you. Being here has been feeling like I've been pulling teeth. I'm not gonna lie. So, if a great opportunity open up, it opens. If not, fam, I'm actually, like I said, I've been looking to relocate. So that's what I've been doing. Trying to find the best area for me that I can be able to kill several birds with one stone. Like I said, we older now, fam. So keep in mind that every state is like its own individual country. So just because you can't do something in one area, you can go over here and you probably can do it all. So y'all be blessed, continues to prosper, and I appreciate everybody for checking in. All right.